Look at this software company's stock right here. It currently has a market cap of over $3 billion, and in this video I'm going to be copying this tool called Asana fully using AI without any coding experience. Now, in case you don't know what Asana is, basically it's just a work and task management platform where you can create projects and tasks and look at them in different views. Now, I've tested a bunch of AI app builders over the last couple of months, and this is the easiest and the fastest way to create an app if you've never done so before. This tool uses different AI agents, so it's basically like hiring a software developer, a front-end expert, a debugger and a tester all in one for free. So now what we are going to do is build a tool similar to this $3 billion app called Asana using Emergent. Now I'll link Emergent down in the description in case you'd also like to try it. So once you get into Emergent, you will see this. Now what you can do first is just enter your prompt. For the prompt, since I'm creating an app similar to Asana, I'll just describe what Asana does. So you want to phrase it like this: build me an app, and then either make it a web app or a mobile app. If you want to do mobile, you can just click right here and set it to mobile, and then you will get their agent for mobile apps. You can also do prototype, which is only for front end, so just do whichever one you want. What I'm going to do is just use E1, it's stable and thorough as you can see here. So I'll say build me a web app like Asana where you can create projects and tasks, assign them to users, also include user authentication and team spaces, and make 2 paid tiers for advanced features. Use Stripe for billing. Now from there you can just go and click on send, and you can just build it completely for free. So you get about 10 credits per month for free. So usually you can build quite a lot with that already. Now with Emergent, what it will do is ask you a question for what you want to build exactly. So here it has 4 questions. First, user authentication method, then the Stripe integration if I want to give my own key or use a mock flow, then the advanced features, so what features should be in paid versus free tiers, and then the team collaboration and design preference. So what you want to do is just go through these questions and answer all of them. So what I'll use is the Emergent managed Google social login, so you can just sign in with your Google account. Then for this example, I'll use test keys, but you can also get your own API keys with Stripe, again, completely for free. And then the advanced features, I'll say that I want to include all of these features. Then for team collaboration, I'm also including all of these features. And for the design preference, I'm going with colorful and energetic, so vibrant and playful. From there, just hit send. And now the building agent will get to work in actually building this app, and I'll show you what it comes back with. Now what's interesting about Emergent is, as I mentioned earlier, it has different agents. So they have a building agent, and just now the design agent was running. So the design agent, as you can see here, so basically what the design agent is going to do, it's going to select a typography, a primary font, secondary font, the scale of everything, what colors should be used. So here you can see the colors, palette name, the primary name of the color, and then the hex code. So basically it just decides exactly what the app should look like. So now the normal agent is running, which is just the building agent that actually writes the code and builds the app itself. So now it has finished building the app, and then what will happen is you get a testing agent. So this agent basically tests if there are bugs in your app, and if everything works properly, it will take some screenshots to see if it all looks good. And then if it does, then it doesn't do anything. If there's a bug in your app, then it will let the building agent know, which will then go and fix it. But for now, we can already take a look at what it has built. So if I just open this up in a new tab, here you have the front end website. So it definitely did use the vibrant colors that I asked for. It's called Task Flow. You can see it says sign in with Google. If I click on this and then continue with Google, it actually lets me use my Google account, and I'll show you that in a second. But if I go back here, you can see you have the project management, you have nice animations, you have the pricing right here. If you compare this to Asana's website, which we can see right here, in my opinion, it even looks better. I don't think this is a very good looking website. This one right here looks better in my opinion. But overall, it's more about the app itself. So if I just go in and click get started free and continue with Google, then from there I've created my account. So it then says welcome back, your name, here's what's happening with your projects, and then if you have any updates it should show them. Then unlock premium features, you can click upgrade. But what I'll do now is create my first workspace. So if I click new workspace, and let's say this is a YouTube workspace for managing YouTube video projects, and click create workspace, it now shows up here. Now I can create more if I want, and I get this notification. If I now go and open it up, you can see we now have the projects inside of the workspace. So it has created a hierarchy with workspaces, then projects, and then hopefully tasks. Now we have our projects here, then activity and members. So if I go into projects and click new project, let's say this is a certain YouTube video, such as emergent review. And then you can give it a color if you want. Now let's say I want this one to be pink, and then click create project. It's now pink. And if I then open it up, you now have the project here. Then we have our to-do column, in progress, and done. So now I'll just create a new task as an example. I'll say write a script, write a 1000 word script on emergent review. Then assign to it should show all team members, which currently is only me, so it does. Then you can set a priority. I'll set this one to high, for example, and then click create task. Now it is here in to do. You can see it's high priority. You can see who it is assigned to. And now if I want to move this over, I can click on it, and then here status, for example, in progress, and then it moves here. Currently there's no way to move the card like this, so what I'll do is ask Emergent if it can build out the feature where I can grab the task and move it to another column. But before I do that, you can also see we have comments here, so if I just say hi and click send, you can see it shows up with the date when it was sent. People can now reply to this. Now one more thing is I need to have collaboration. So if I want to have collaboration, if I click upgrade now, it then shows the plan. So here I have the free plan with basic team management, and it does say team collaboration. Then the $19 per month pro plan gets you unlimited projects, custom fields, file attachments, advanced filters, priority support. Here you get analytics, workflows, dedicated support, and integrations. Now, I've not yet integrated my own Stripe account, but what you will see is if I click upgrade to enterprise, it does take me to a Stripe account. So this one is linked to my Emergent account, but you want to integrate your own Stripe account so that you actually get the payments. But here I could already pay, and it would be paid out to an account. Now, when I get back to my workspaces and open up my YouTube workspace, it now also says one member. If I go and open this up and I go to activity, I can now see everything that has happened. So here I created the workspace 4 minutes ago. I created a project. I created a task inside of it, then updated the task and added a comment. So for every single activity, it creates an update right here. So that actually works, and you also see the team members. So as you can see now, the agent has finished. This took about 15 to 20 minutes, and now you can see what it has built. So first here, if we go through this, you can see they have authentication, workspace and project management, which I showed you, task management system, team collaboration. You have your subscription and billing, UI and user experience. You have your testing results, technical stack, so what it used, and in this case Fast API plus Mongo database. Then for the front end it had React, Shade CN UI and Axios, and the emergent authentication with session cookies. Then you have your API endpoints, and you can see next steps. So for example, test Google Social Login, explore the workspace, project and task creation, test upgrade flows and invite team members, and check collaboration features. So it shows you what you can do now in order to test it. Now what I'm going to do is ask if I can drag over a card from row to row. So build a feature where I can grab and drag a task from column to column and then just hit send. Then the agent is now running and it will now build this feature, and I'll show you if this works. So now it says it has built out the feature. So if I just go and test this by opening it up in a new tab, opening up my workspace and just opening up the project, then here I have already added this task. Now what you can see is if I go to this section, I can now move it into another column, and you can see based on the column it is in, it will also change this icon here. So here it's a blank circle. If I move it into in progress, it has the clock, and then here it has a check. So it has also built that out. So overall, this is a working project and task management app. Now I would ask it to continue building features such as a way to invite my teammates and other features that I personally want to use. And then from there you can deploy it, make it public, and actually sell this to customers. You can also have it build out AI features, for example. So what I could ask it to build is when I create a task, add an AI feature to create subtasks for this task. For example, if I create a project for emergent review YouTube video, it could then go on to create all of the tasks that need to be in that project. So you can just ask it to build stuff like that, and you can copy any app using Emergent, whether it's mobile or web, and it works really well. As you can see, this I built in about 20 minutes, and it's fully functional, and I can just deploy it. To show you that you can deploy it, right here under deployed apps, I already have this app right here, and if I go to visit, it's under my own domain, and this is also a fully working app. This one is a bit different. It's an AI-powered meal planning assistant, but you can really build anything you want using Emergent. So that's how I copied a $3 billion app using only AI without ever having coded. Now again, if you want to try it as well, you can just click on the link down in the description to get started completely for free. And from there, if you want to get more credits, you can just click on buy more credits and then select an amount that you want. And really with 10 credits, you can already build a pretty cool app, but with 100 credits for just $20, you can build so much. And if you do have some money to spend and to invest, $200 per month gets you the E2 agent instead of E1 and the 1 million contacts window with ultra thinking. This plan is pretty insane, and when you upgrade your plan, what you can do is enter my code. So go to add promotion code and all caps lock add Dani and click apply. That will get you 5% off of any payment you do, so in this case $10. So if you want to claim this, the link will be down in the description, and then just enter code Dani. If this video was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.